guys, welcome back to Literally Inspiration. I hope you are all doing well, and hello if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today's video will going to be a thrilling books reading vlog, which means I will be reading these thriller books in this vlog. And the thing is that today is 7th of December. I mean, it is currently 11:30 p.m. So my plan was to start this vlog on 3rd or 4th of December, but it is like life got a bit busy, and I was kind of procrastinating, so I couldn't make it happen. But now we are here with the books, and let me show you the books. The Lies You Told by Harriet Tice, The Reappearance of Rachel Price, Yellow Face by Rebecca F. Kwong, I Know Who You Are by Alice Finney. I am so excited to read this. Lastly, we have A Haunting in Venice by Agatha Christie, and of course, I want to start this vlog with this book because it is my priority, and I just want to read this book first. And look at the cover. Isn't it so gorgeous and so creepy and so perfect for this vlog? It is actually, it is. So these are the books, and I'm really excited to read these books and to talk about these books with you guys. So I'm almost 35 pages into this book, and it is like there is this one Halloween party going on, and we have this one girl there who says, I have seen a murder, and then later on she ends up being dead, and now we have mystery and a lot of mystery. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday today. Happy Sunday to you all. And oh, by the way, it is not good morning, it is actually good afternoon. Currently it is 12. But look at the cup. It says happiness is a cup of tea, and this is so me. I mean, a cup of tea actually makes me a lot happy, and it looks so gorgeous. And the fact that I'm using it for the very first time, my sister recently bought this for me. And about the book update, I thought of finishing the entire book last night, but I slept after reading 50 pages. I don't know how this happened because usually I don't sleep easily, but last night I was not even so tired. I just slept. I don't know how. But it is okay. We can read this today because it is Sunday and I don't have a lot of things to do. So for now, we're gonna read. Hi guys, so it is 13th of December today, and I want to tell you all that I don't know what happened to me, but I took a long break from this vlog. I mean, I stopped reading and I stopped recording from Monday. When I was reading this book, I read around 160 pages of this book. Then I don't know what happened to me. It was just like I was kind of in a slump, not in a reading slump. I was like in a real slump. I was not feeling good enough to read anything or to record anything. Even I was not recording for my Instagram. I was just like way too lazy, and I was procrastinating, and I was like not in the zone to do anything. I was so tired. It was like we'll do it tomorrow, and then again on the next day I was like we'll do it tomorrow, and now it is Friday, and I don't know how to explain this, but it was a weird slump. It was not a reading slump because I was literally enjoying this book a lot and I wanted to continue this, but because I was in a weird slump, so I just took a break of 4 days, and now I'm back here. So I will update you guys while reading this book. Okay, so I'm at page number 222, and the best part of Agatha's books is when you reach at the end of the book, it becomes more and more interesting. And I know it happens in every thriller or murder mystery book, but it is different in Agatha's books because you have so many suspects, you have so many people around the murder, and now you're like keep guessing who did this, and it is my personal favorite part of Agatha's books, and I love her books so much, and especially Poirot's cases. So the thing is that I'm so excited to know who did this, and because like there is also another murder connected to the current murder, it makes this whole incident more exciting, kind of, and I'm loving it so much. And now let me finish this book first. Okay, so let's talk about this book. So It was suspenseful, it was thrilling, and I really enjoyed it. I loved the ending of this book. uh, I liked the atmosphere and the setup of this book. It was different from Agatha Christie's other novels, and like the mystery was obviously quite mysterious. There was Poirot in this, so it was like obviously a masterpiece. But it's like there was something missing in this book that I always find in other Poirot's books, but I don't know what was it. But it is like it's just a random thought, and I have not figured out my thoughts about this book yet. I mean, I don't know what to say because it is like I'm still processing it. But other than that, I liked it so much, and I love this thing about Agatha Christie's book that there are like so many people, so many suspects, and so much of drama. And this book particularly had like connections of murders, and this particular thing made this book kind of special and more mysterious, and I loved it so much. Now let's talk about my current read. It is The Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang, and I'm 100 pages into this book and I'm loving it so much. The story is about two writers. One is kind of popular one and the other one is relatively unknown. And at one night, the popular author dies tragically, and then the other author steals her manuscript and publishes it under her own name. This book actually talks about a lot of serious topics other than this mystery, and I'm like loving it so much, and it is actually so fast paced. I'm 180 pages into this book, and this is crazy. I mean, I literally don't have words at this moment of this book. This is like so funny, but at the same time it is so scary. I shouldn't be laughing because this is scary. Okay, this is scary. Okay, so I'm done with the yellow face, and let me tell you guys, I'm so happy that I read this book because I loved it so much, and it's like it was my first Arif Kong. So I was unaware of the writing style. I have never read any book by her before, so I was not sure what to expect from this book. But one thing I was sure of, or like this one assumption I had was, I thought it would be a hard read for me, maybe because of the reviews I have seen, or maybe because of the font, it is tiny, and maybe because I was in a slump recently. So I thought it would be hard, but no, it was not. It was addictive, it was fast paced, and I loved it so much. And after reading this book, now I am understanding why people were like confused about this book, or why people were like giving so much hate to this book. It is not a proper thriller. Like, it is a thriller, but at the same time it talks about a lot of serious things, like culture differences, community differences, and it talks about the whole book community from the publisher to the reader. And it talks about social media platforms. It talks about how hate from social media can affect a person's mental health and career. And like the main character in this book is like receiving so much of hate from social media, and she has done a lot of things, and that is the reason why she is like receiving the hate. But it's like some part of this book will make you feel sympathy for her, and it is like it is weird, but it is what it is. And it was like it was not just a thriller, it was a lot more. And even though it was not a proper thriller, still I enjoyed it so much and I loved it so much. And it talks about the dark side of the book community, like the book publishers and book authors. And being a reader, you will enjoy it so much, obviously, because all these things are like so interesting for us. And if I have to recommend this book, then I will tell you guys that if you are looking for a thriller, like a proper thriller, then this is not the right book. And if you are okay with a thriller that talks about a lot of other things, then you should definitely give it a try, because I loved it so much. And this is like made for us, like this is for the readers, and this is for the people who wants to know more about the book community. And I honestly enjoyed it a lot, and it helped me to like get out of this weird slump, even though I'm sure it was not a reading slump. But still I was in this weird slump where I was not able to do anything. But when I picked this book like forced me to like get out of this weird slump, to do everything that I can. And it like motivated me to do stuff. and I loved it so much. And after reading this book, now I know the meaning of this cover and the meaning of this title, and I'm so happy that I read this book because it was totally a masterpiece, and I loved it so much. And now we are at the third book of our vlog, which is The Lies You Told by Harriet Tice. And I'm so excited to read this book because it is a psychological thriller. So let's start this one. Okay, so I'm halfway through the book and it's like really confusing. It's a story about Sadie. She has recently moved to her childhood home with her daughter Robin, and Robin has to go to this weird school where everyone is like so weird, including the children and their moms. And she is struggling to make new friends there. And now Sadie has joined her previous job that she left 10 years ago for her marriage. And it's like there are a lot of characters and a lot of dark secrets, but it's like really confusing because it is not talking about one thing at once, and it is like really confusing. I mean, I'm not getting the vibe of a psychological thriller from this book, and this is disturbing because it is talking about a lot of dark things. Hi guys, so it is 27th of December today, and the update is that I finished reading this book few days ago. And the reason of this break is because I was sick, and also I started reading some other books. Like I started reading this book on the Christmas occasion, and then I was reading this book when I was sick. So it's like I was not vlogging because I was not reading the vlog books. I was reading the vlog book. Like I started the fourth book of this vlog after finishing this book, but I was not vlogging because I was just tired. I'm sorry. It's just it's just a fact. Okay, so about this book just disappointed me in a lot of ways. It was not a good thriller for me. I didn't enjoy it much, and it's like the ending was incomplete. There were like no twists and turns, and it was like it was incomplete, and the ending was not explained well enough. I was waiting for a good explanation, but it was like, what? It was not a good thriller, honestly. And if you want to read this book, do check the trigger warnings because this book talked about a lot of dark topics related to children. So do check the trigger warnings. It was hard to go through the entire book because there were a lot of things, but there was nothing actually. It was hard to complete this book. I was forcing myself to complete this book just because I had expectations from this book, but it was just uh, opposite to my expectations. It was not a good thriller, honestly. And please do check the trigger warnings before picking this book up, please. After finishing that book, I started reading this book, and I'm around like 160 pages into this book. And it's a story about Belle and her mom. So, her mom Rachel disappears like when Belle was 2 years old, and then after 16 years, like in this present time, when Belle is like 18 years old, and she's a part of documentary about her mom's disappearance. The shooting is going on, and the investigations is still going on, but her mom suddenly reappears out of nowhere, and she's just like in her home. And now Belle is like so confused because she has lived her 16 years of her life without her mom, and now suddenly she's back, and it's like weird for her. And her mom is like making a crazy story about her disappearance, and she is not believing the story, and she's like she wants to find out the truth so that she can live her normal life. It is giving me the thrill, and I honestly like this book as much as I have read till now. I liked every single character, the way they are like written, and it's like the main character Belle is like so interesting, and it's like she's so straightforward, and I'm loving it so much. Okay, so I finished reading The Reappearance of Rachel Price, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And it was completely a worth reading book. The twists and turns were completely shocking. I did not see that coming, and I was amazed when I read like that one plot of this book. And um, it's like there were few things that were not completely making sense to me in the ending, but because it's a family drama kind of thing, so those things were acceptable in some way. And the writing style was kind of similar to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Still it was different because of the story and the plots, but the entire setup and the characters were amazing. And I think the chapter where Rachel reappears, after that, this book is completely fast paced. Like, you'll be like, I want to know more, I want to know more, like this. I really liked the duo of Ash and Belle, the way they were investigating on this case, the way they were having their fun and like fun, interesting conversations. I really liked that part of this book. And this entire disappearance and reappearance was connected to the entire family, so all the characters were important and involved in this case. So there were like so many characters, and I personally like those kind of books where like there are so many characters and like they all are involved in this some sort of mystery or murder. Like if you are thinking of reading this book, then you should definitely go for this. It's like worth reading book. And that's it. I don't know what to say more, because if I'll start talking about the story, I'll end up giving you guys spoilers. So we are not talking about the Rachel Price. I really want to talk about Rachel Price, but we can't. We just can't. So my final thought is like I really enjoyed this a lot. The twists and turns were completely like unpredictable for me. It was like unpredictable, and I enjoyed it a lot. So if you want to read this, then go for it. So now we are at the last and fifth book of this vlog, which is I Know Who You Are by Alice Finney, and I'm really excited to read this book. And this book is sent by one of my follower, Gayatri D. She sent me this book on my birthday as a surprise. She knew that I wanted to read this book because I have talked a lot about rock paper scissors, and I love that book so much. And I was waiting for this book from the beginning of this vlog, because this book is like so close to my heart, and it's a Alice Finney book. So I was waiting for this, and I'm so excited to read this. So let's begin with this book. I'm 200 pages into this book, chapter 40, and uh, I can't tell you how much I missed this particular writing style. I have only read The Rock Paper Scissors by Alice Finney. This is the second book that I'm reading by Alice Finney, and it's like when I started reading this book, I realized how much I missed this writing style. Alice Finney writes amazing. She adds deep thoughts, deep quotes, and lessons in like normal conversations or normal like paragraphs or statements, and it just makes me feel so good. And I missed this writing style so much. So the story is about Emmy, an actress. She is kind of having struggle in her marriage, like her relationship with her husband is not good, and suddenly her husband disappears, and now the police and detectives thinks that she has done something to him because she drinks a lot, she's an alcoholic. And this husband wife mystery reminds me of Rock Paper Scissors, and Rock Paper Scissors is like my all time favorite mystery. Okay, so back to this book. I just want to know what happened, because it's like there are a lot of mystery in this book. There are like two timelines. One is the present one where her husband disappeared, and the other one is like years back. Okay, so I just gave a little spoiler here, so I think I have to cut this part, but okay, now I'm going to read. This is actually creepy, okay? This is creepy. with this book, and I can't tell you how disturbing, gross, and disgusting the ending was. It was so gross, and my head is literally hurting so much right now. It's like I'm so disturbed right now. Okay, the ending was gross. Okay, and for the entire time when I was reading this book, I was not thinking about this one person. Okay, we are not talking about the ending. I don't want to give you guys any kind of spoilers in this video, but I don't want to talk about this book. It's like it was a proper Alice Finney read. It was disturbing, it was dark, it was creepy, and I enjoyed it. But the ending, it was gross, and I think a lot of people will going to hate the ending, or a lot of people will going to hate the book because the ending is gross. But anyways, so this is the last book of this vlog, and I want to talk about this book more, but it's like I'm so disturbed right now and I'm so tired right now, and I have to end this vlog here. So thank you so much for watching this vlog, and do let me know your thoughts about this vlog, and do let me know if you read any of these books. And yes, I know it was a very weird vlog because I took a lot of breaks throughout the vlog, but it is life and we can't do anything about it. So thank you so much for watching this vlog, and thank you so much for being here. I love you guys so much, and bye bye. I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.